Hello everyone, how are you all? Today we are going to discuss section C of 2023 question paper, and we are already done with the complete discussion of 2024 question paper of computer science grade 12. So if you want to check the detailed explanation of 2024 question paper, I will share the link in the description box. You can go through it, okay? And even we have discussed section A and section B also of this 2023 question paper. Well, I'm going to share the link for that also. You can check it, right? So let us start with our section C. First question, it is 26A. So consider the following table. Two tables are given here. We have the loan table, we have the borrower table. And here in loan table, we have three fields: loan number, borrower name and amount. And the second borrower table is having two fields. We have the customer name and the loan number. So you have to, how many rows and columns will be there in the natural join, right? So you have to find the natural join of these two tables. So in case of natural join, I think you must be aware like the common field will come only one time. Okay, so common field is loan number here also and here also. So loan number will come only one time. Rest all will come. So loan number, B name, amount and customer name. Loan number, B name, amount and customer name. So L70 here also L70. So Delhi 3000 Rabia L70. L70 Delhi 3000 Rabia. Perfect. The second one also same thing only. You will check the value for the loan number. It is L230. L230. So these two values will be added with this one. Okay. So L230 Kanpur 4000 and then Krish. L230 Kanpur 4000 and Krish. Okay. And how many rows and columns? So if you will check, the horizontal is called the rows. So horizontal, how many rows are there? It is 2 rows are there. So 2, and the columns are the vertical one, right? So how many columns are there? So 2 columns are there, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 columns are there. So number of columns are 4. So this is the answer for 26A. Now if you will go for the second one, write the output of the queries 1 to 4 based on the table. So table is given here. The name of the table is worker. So what you have to do, select F name, city from worker, table name, order by state in descending order, right? Order by. So order by clause is used for what? It is used for sorting. Okay, and sorting in which order it is given? D, E, S, C. Descending order. Descending order is, in case of alphabet, descending order is Z to A. Okay, Z to A. So what you have to do, state. State is the column in which we have to go with Z to A. So U, I think, is the last one. So if you will check the first initial only of state in descending order, so it will be Uttar Pradesh. 2 times it is coming to U first, and then Punjab, which is coming 1 time, and then Haryana, which is coming 1 time, and Delhi 2 times. So D and D. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 time. Now we have to find for F name and city, right? F name and city. So F name is this one, okay, and city is this one. So F name and city. So go for F name. First we will go definitely for Uttar Pradesh, F name and city. So Sahil, Kanpur, perfect. Then second Uttar Pradesh here, then Veda, Kanpur, perfect. Then the third one is P for Punjab, Samir, Roopnagar. Then we have after Punjab it is Haryana, Mahir, Sonipat, okay. And then we have Delhi. So first Delhi will come first, Mary, Delhi, and then we have Atharva, Delhi. Okay, so this is the solution for the first query. Now we will go for the second one. So second one is select distinct city from worker table, right? From worker table. So distinct clause. You remember the use of distinct clause? I think this is something very important and easy also. Distinct is going to go for the unique value. Okay, unique field of value in a particular field, unique value. So here in city, so how many cities are there? We have Kanpur. Kanpur is repeated, so it will come only 1 time, right? So this will not come. Kanpur, then Roopnagar, then Delhi, then Sonipat, and then Delhi to repeat it. So this will also not come. Kanpur, Roopnagar, Delhi, and Sonipat. This is because of distinct, which will give you all the distinct value. The values will not be repeated. Okay, so perfect. First is also done. Second done. Now select F name, state. Okay, F name and state. These two values are required. F name and state from worker table. So this is worker table only, and F name and state. Okay, these two values we have to find. F name and state, right? Now F name and state from worker, where L name. So this one, this is the condition wala thing, right? condition. So condition is like the first underscore is there. So underscore is for what? It is for single character, right? Single character. And if you have this percentage sign, so this is for multiple characters, right? Multiple characters. So one first character, anything. Then the second and third character must be H and A. And then after that, any number of characters are okay. So this is the condition given for L name. Now you go for L name here, and we have to display with respect to this condition, we have to display F name and state. So please check it. The first character can be anything. Okay, so first character is K. The second and third character must be H and A. So this is for fulfilling the condition. Second and third character are H and A. Okay, so Khan, perfect only. So this is correct. So we have to display Sahil and what state? Uttar Pradesh. Sahil and Uttar Pradesh, perfect. Then you will go for the second condition. So A is coming at second place, which is wrong. Then third is also wrong. Then again, S is the single character. Then second and third are HA. This is also correct only. So Mahir and Haryana. Mahir, Haryana. Okay. Then here Bhardwaj. Bhardwaj also first character is anything. Second and third character HA. Perfect only. Atharva, Delhi. Atharva, Delhi. And then you have Veda. And then here you have Sharma. So again first character anything. Second and third HA. So Veda with Uttar Pradesh. Veda with Uttar Pradesh. Perfect. Okay. Like clause is actually used for the these type of conditions if you want to give the underscore and the modulus. Again, I am repeating underscore. Please don't forget it is for the single character and modulus is for multiple characters. Now the last one is select city and count star from worker group by city. So from worker table, so we are in worker table only definitely, and group by, it is going to group all the cities. Okay, individually grouping the cities. So what we are displaying the city and how many times the city is coming, that is count star. So it is going to count the occurrences of the city field. Okay. So again you go to what? Group by city. So this is city only. Let me change the color for your clarification. Okay, so this one is city. So condition is with respect to city only. So first you will check what it is. It is Kanpur. So this is also Kanpur. This is also Kanpur. So city is Kanpur. And how many Kanpur is coming? 2 times. So Kanpur and the count is 2. Then we have Roopnagar 1 time. So 1. Delhi 2 times. Delhi 2 times. Sonipat 1 time. Done. Okay, easy only. Okay, so perfect. Now we will move to the next question. This is a Python program, and most of the program normally are coming with respect to Python functions only. So we have write the definition of a Python function named long lines. So the name of the Python function is long lines. Okay, so long lines. Yeah, so which reads the content of a text file named lines.txt. So the name of the text file is lines.txt. It is going to read the content. So in which mode you will open the file? In read mode. Which file? Lines.txt. txt is a text file and displays those lines from the file which have at least 10 words inside it. 10 words. Okay, so you have to find the number of words, which you can do with the help of split function. If you know split function, right? Split function is going to divide the whole thing into what? Into, the multiple words will be separated, and this will give you the result in a form of a list, right? So for example, if the content of lines.txt is as follows. So this one, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines are there. 5 lines of text is there. Okay, so we have to check how many lines are having more than 10 words, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So no, this is wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yes, this is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that only it is going to count the number of words, and this is the final output. Okay, so well, this question is easy only because this is something expected things only, right? So here on my screen you can see the answer of this, the code of this. So we have the def is a keyword which is used to define a function. Okay, so function is long lines. It was given in the question column, and then you will open this file. So file name is lines.txt, which is given in the question. Okay, you already have some content in the file which is given in the question. Okay, and which mode? Because you have to read the content. So in read mode you will open the file, and the file handle is F is the file handle. Now you have to read the complete content line by line. So you will be able to read the content line by line with the help of read line functions. Okay, read line function is used to read all content line by line, right? Line by line. So what we have to do now, all the content will be there. So the one line of code will come into this, okay, line by line. So first line and then it will come into this I. Now you have to divide it. What they are saying, you have to find the number of words inside it. So what you will do, the single line you will be divided into words. So with the help of split function, you will be able to divide it into words, okay, and then it will store in a form of list. So this will come as a list and list with the elements. Now the point is, if you want to check the number of elements in a list, you can do it with the help of len function. So everything should be clear to you, right? If you are using a split function, so its split function is going to return a value of a list type. If you are using a partition function, so partition function will return the thing in a tuple form. Okay, so well, all those concepts should be clear to you. Okay, so we are finding the length of this data, which is having all the elements, and those elements are nothing but the words present in it. If it is greater than equals to 10, so they are asking you to find or to display all the lines in which we have number of words more than or equal to 10. So we are printing this line. So how many of lines will fulfill this particular condition? They all will be displayed. So when you will try to find the output of this code, you will be getting this output, which is same as the given one. Okay, well, I can show you. So here only you please check. I also took the same when I wrote the code. Actually, I also wrote the same, data only. So he lived in a little house in a beautiful green wood. Okay, and he saw a little girl skipping through the woods, whistling happily. Okay, so yeah, so that is the final output. Perfect only, right? So I hope you understood this one. So let us start with the B part. So the next question is the B part of 27 question. Write a function count underscore d words in Python to count the words ending with a digit in a text file details.txt. Okay. Again, it is from file handling, and file handling is something very important. So you have to be clear with all the functions and all the modes of the different types of files. So this is a text file, right? And you have to count the words, the number of words present in a file details.txt ending with a digit. Okay. Now the example, suppose this is the content of a file, right? You have to check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 words are there. And how many words are ending with digit? So in first line, it is this one is ending with digit, this one. So 2 are there, and in this line also you check this one. So 2 are there. So in total, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4 words are ending with a digit. Okay, the number of words ending with a digit of 4. So this one is an OR part, and it is obviously almost same as the previous one only. So while you clear with the question, the name of the function is count underscore d words, right? So this one is the the answer of this, and I have already executed all these programs. So yeah. So here we have the name of the function is, count underscore d words, right? Now the name of the file is given, it is details.txt, and you have to read the content which is already given, the same content I have considered. So you have to open it into read mode. Why? Because you have to read the content, the number of words ending with a digit, okay? Ending with a digit. So this is our question. So now this is the file handle. You have to count. So count value is 0. Now you have to read all the content of the file. So f.read, right? And the data. So this is having the complete data of your file details. Okay. Complete data. Now you have to divide the data into word form. So the split function, which will return which type of value? It will return list data structure, right? In a form of list, you will be getting all the words separated. Okay. In a form of elements of the list, right? Now, the individual element, and you have to check the last digit present in it. So do you have any idea? Suppose there is a word, any of the word is there. Suppose Megha is there, M-E-G-H-A. Okay. So if you will check the, the last word character. So either you should know the length of it. Otherwise, two types of indexing are there. It is the forward indexing, and from this side to this side, it is backward indexing, right? Backward indexing. So backward indexing is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the point is, but we are not clear with the word and the data. So in that case, if you are writing with what index? -1. So it is actually the last, the index of the last character present in the word. So yes, data dot is split in X, and now for I in X. So I means the individual word it is considering. So if I -1, so what does it mean? I -1, it is going to take the last character. And if this is a digit, so we have a predefined function called is digit. Okay, so if it is a digit, then count plus is equal to 1. So we are just increasing the value of this count variable by 1. So count equals to count plus 1. So like that only you can see this is written and the print statement is outside. So this is going to read the whole data like that only, and will increase the value of this count variable by 1. How many times the word will be ending with a digit. Okay, so it is going to increase this count value, and finally outside this for loop we are just displaying the value of count, which is nothing but the number of words ending with a digit. Okay, so here we are invoking this function count underscore d words, right? So number of words ending with a digit are, this one is statement and the value of count. So in the given example you can see in the given example answer is 4, right? So this is the complete solution for this second one. It is 28A. Write the output of the SQL queries from 1 to 4 based on the relations of the computer. Okay, computer and sales, two tables are given here. Okay, so we have computer and sales are given below. So computer, this one in which we have total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fields are there for computer table, and for the second table sales we have 1, 2 and 3. 3 fields are there. So we have product ID, quantity sold, quarter is for sales, product ID, product name, price, company and type is for computer. Now select the minimum price and the maximum price from computer table. So this is our computer table and this one is our price column, right? So you have to find the minimum. So you know very well minimum is going to find the minimum value, okay, and max is going to find the minimum value, okay, of the price field. So minimum value of the price is, it is 200, right? So 200. And when you will find the maximum value, so maximum value is 4,000 to 300. So 4,300. Okay. Next is select company, count star from computer table again. And this time group by company. So it is going to group by company name. Okay. So company is what? It is Logitech, and all these are the name of the company. Group by. So Logitech is coming 2 times, right? So grouping and having clause, you know very well with the help of aggregate function, you can use having clause to give a condition. Condition is you have to count the company and it should be greater than 1. So those data actually you have to display. So just check it. First we will check for Logitech. Okay, Logitech. And for Logitech you check the count of this. This is 2. Okay, so which is greater than 1. So condition is true. If it is true, what we have to do? We have to display the company name and count star. So the name of the company is Logitech and the count star is 2. Okay. Then next query, second one. So we have Canon, which is coming 2 times again. So Canon, and it is coming 2 times. Then you will check for Eyeball, which is coming 1 time. And then Creative also, which is coming 1 time. So if it is coming 1 time, it is not fulfilling the condition and it will not be displayed. Okay. So now the third one. So third one is select product name and quantity sold from computer C and sales S. So this is going to fetch the detail from computer table also, even for sales also. So this one is computer, this one is sales, and where the product ID of the of C is for computer is equal to the product ID of sales. Okay, so product ID you can check it is, and type also should be equal to input. Okay. So the type is equal to input. Well, this is equal to input, and you have to check for product ID. It is P001. So here also we have P001, P001, and the type is input. So you have to display the product name. So product name is mouse, right? Product name is mouse, and then quantity sold. So quantity sold is from here, and the quantity sold is here. 001 is 3. Okay, so 3. Now the second one you please check. It is again the type should be input. So we have input here, the type is input here, and then you will go for product name again. So first the product ID, okay, input this one you check. So we have P003. So P003 and P003, right? So the name of the product is keyboard, that is keyboard. And when you will go for P003 quantity sold, it is 2. Okay, so 2. Now the next one you check, we have input again, input, and then input P004. Okay, so P004 is this one only. And when you will go for the product name, it is joystick. So joystick and the quantity sold is 2. Okay, so 2. Right? Clear? So next we have the select product name, company, quarter from the computer. So we have select product name. Yeah, so we have select product name, company, quarter from computer, C, and sales S, where C product ID is equal to S product ID. So again, in this also, if you will check, we are actually finding the details. We are fetching the details from both of the table, computer and sales. So we have to fetch for product. So we have product name. So where is product name? This one. So this is product name, and then you have company. So this one, and then we have quarter from this one. Okay. So the condition to such is not there, but yeah, P001. So P001, P001, for that you will check the product name, company, and product name, company, and quarter. So P001, P001, it is mouse, Logitech, and quarter is P001, 2. So mouse, Logitech, and 2. Perfect. Okay. So next you check, we have again the same thing, the checking. P002 is here, and then we have P002 is here. So it is laser printer. We have the Canon, and for P002 the quarter is 1. Okay, well, this is perfect. And then you will go for P003 here. So P003, the name is keyboard. Okay, P003, P003, right? So the name is keyboard, and the company is Logitech, and the P003, right? P003 is 2. So keyboard, company is Logitech, and the quarter is 2 only. Perfect. Okay. And then P004 again. So P004, joystick. We have eyeball. Okay, eyeball, joystick, and P004 is 1. Okay, joystick, eyeball, and 1. Okay, so it's all about the SQL query, which is the easiest question I think in the whole question paper, and this part is scoring also. So yeah, write the command to view all the database. It is show databases. Okay, please don't forget to write S, because we have multiple databases. Okay, show databases is the correct answer. Next is we have one more Python code here with the function again. So they are just asking you to go for a function. Write a function EO replace. So the name of the function EO replace, and in Python where which accepts a list L of numbers. So one list is there, and in which you have some numbers. Okay. So therefore it increments all the even numbers by 1 and decrements all odd numbers by 1. Okay, so you have to actually separate all even numbers, and what all even numbers are there, you have to increase the numbers by 1. The value you have to increase by 1, and you have to decrease for the odd numbers. Okay, so this is something easy only. You can just consider any of the list. I have considered these values, but you can go for the sample data also. This is sample data. You can go for that or this. Anything is fine. So you can see I have show data is here, and that one is the previous one. Sorry. So the name of the function is EO replace. So def is to define a function. We have EO replace is the name, and then we have L is the list we have passed in this function EO replace. Now length of L, it is going to check the length of it. So what is the length? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is the value. Okay, so how it will work? So I will work for 0 to 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so length is 5, so it will work up to 4. That value is excluded. Okay, so now Li. So this is the first value. So values are these. Okay, the position is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Li means L0. So L0 is 1. So when you will go for 1 modulus 2 is equals to 0. So this is false only, because 1 modulus 2 is 1. So 1 modulus 2 is equals to 0 is false. False means it will go to else block and will decrease the value of this by 1. So this L0 will become 1 minus 1 is equal to 0, right? So it will store 0. Perfect. Now the I value will become 1, right? So it will be L1 modulus 2 is equal to 0, right? So when you will check for this, this is 2 modulus 2. So 2 modulus 2, it is going to increase the value by 1. So 2 plus 1 will become 3. Okay, like that only. This 3 is odd number. So 3 minus 1, 2. Okay, then 4 is even number. So 4 plus 1, 5. And then 5 is odd number. So 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, so this is the final output for this question. right? So this is easy only. So if you want to make a note of it, you can just write down all these answers, okay? So let us start with 38. The list contains following record of customer. We have a customer name and room type. Customer name, it is a list, so you can pass the element with respect to their position. So position for the customer name is 0 and the position from its room type is 1. Write the following user defined function to perform the given operations on the stack name hotel. We have a push customer, we have a pause customer. The push customer's name of those customers who are staying in deluxe room type. Okay, so room type is deluxe only, so you have to push the name of all the customers whose room type is deluxe. Okay, and pop is going to remove the element, and if the element is not there in the array, then it should display underflow. Okay, so well, let us start checking. So you have to consider the name of the stack is hotel, which is already given, and two of the operations are there. We have the push operation and we have the pop operation. So if you will talk about the push operation, as the list is given here, so first we have the name of the the customer, and then we have the room type. Okay, so these are the two values. So if the room type, it is at 0 position is name and 1 position is room type. So when you check it properly, so we have for cust is the variable I have taken to take all the elements of a list. So list is having the room type and name and the room type both are given. So if the customer 1, we have to check, because we have to check the room type should be deluxe. Okay, so if the room type is deluxe, so custom 1 is equal to deluxe. So what you have to do, you have to append this name to one new stack which is called hotel. Okay, hotel. So here also we are doing the same thing, hotel dot append. If you want to append one element at last of the list, then you will use append function. And if you want to append multiple values, so for multiple values we have extend function, right? And append is for single value, append is for one value. Okay, one value, and extend is for multiple values. Okay, multiple. So here we have hotel dot append, and what you have to append, the name. So name is at which position? 0 position, so cust 0. Okay, so cust 0 is for what? Name, and customer 1 is for room type. Okay, so well, all these we are appending, and then final value we have to display. So here we are displaying the value of the hotel, which is the new stack. Okay, so next to this we have what? Next to this we have the push operation, pop operation. To pop the names of the customer from the stack and display them. Also display underflow when there are no customers in the stack. So when the stack is empty, then you have to display underflow. So what you will write? Def post pop function customer while length of the hotel is greater than 0. That means elements are there, whether one or multiple, but elements are there. Okay, it's greater than 1, so it is going to remove one of the element at last and will display also that element. The deleted element will be displayed. So hotel dot pop, it is going to delete the last element, and that deleted element will be displayed on the screen. Okay, so when else is there, and then we have stack underflow. If there is no element, it will display stack underflow, right? So like that only it is going to work. Well, suppose this is our list. Okay, in which we have Siddharth and Deluxe. Okay, this is 0, 1, 0, 1 and 0, 1, right? So the first list, this is nested one only. So we are calling, very well, we are calling the push and the pop, both of the functions are there. The elements are this only. So it is displaying Siddharth and, Jerry, because they both are from Deluxe only, right? They are asking now, which all values you have to append, in which the room type is deluxe. For Siddharth also the room type is deluxe, and for Jerry also the room type is deluxe. So these two values will be added into hotel stack. So when you will display, so it will display Siddharth name and Jerry name, right? And when you will try to delete the element, so first time which element will be deleted? Jerry, it will start LIFO structure. This is LIFO, last in first out. Okay, so last in Jerry, so Jerry will be deleted first. So first Jerry is deleted. This is displaying because of the pop function. Okay, and then only one element is there, this will be deleted, and finally no element is there. So when no element will be there, then it will display stack underflow, right? Stack underflow. So this is the proper, the solution of this question. Okay, so 38 push and pop operation to 99%, every year it is coming. Then we have or write a function in Python, push vehicle, where vehicle is a dictionary containing elements of the vehicle. We have the car name, maker, and the function should push the name of the car manufactured by Tata company, including all the possible cases. You don't need to consider the case. If it is Tata, whether in capital letter, small, or in mixed letter, it will be added into the stack. So now if the dictionary is something like Santro, Hyundai, Nexon, Tata, Safari, Tata, so it will display the name of Tata. So Tata is Nexon and Safari, okay? So Safari and Nexon. So these two we are displaying. So let us check the solution for this B part also. So here the B part is what? They are saying you to take one stack, one vehicle is there in which you have the company name, the Santro is the vehicle name and the company Hyundai. Like that only 3 pairs are given, and you know very well dictionary is one data structure, and this data structure is based on key value pair, okay? So we have on the left hand side key and on the right hand side we have its value, and they both are separated with colon in between. So we have def, is a word which is used to define a function push, and there is a vehicle is a dictionary here. You can see we are passing as an argument or a parameter for k in vehicle, okay? So in vehicle is the dictionary only, so vehicle k dot upper. So we are checking for what? We are actually checking for the value. So value, so you can directly call, so vehicle k, so it is the whatever the value it will take, and we are converting into uppercase. Why? Because any of the case if you are taking, so it will be converted into uppercase and then the checking will take place, okay? So first time it will take Hyundai with Tata, which is wrong, only false. Then Tata with Tata, right? Tata with Tata, Nexon Tata, okay? So Tata is equal to Tata, this will become true for Nexon, okay? And this value will be added into the new stack, which is STK. So we can add the value with the help of which function? A single value will be added with the help of append function. So STK dot append and the value is k, okay? That will be added. Now the same thing for Safari, Tata. So Tata will be checked with Tata. First time when it will take the value, it will come like this, and this function, this upper, will convert this value into TATA in capital. Now this Tata will be checked with Tata only, both are same, and again the value will be added. So Safari will be added into this stack. Finally we are displaying it and we are calling, this is called invoke, okay? Invoking a function. So when you will try to display the value, it will display Nexon and Safari. Right, so these, I think we finished all the parts of this section D, C, okay? So this is done. So well, the complete explanation, the full explanation is done. I tried my level best to give you the whole explanation, because to do the last papers, the past paper is very, very important, because every year you are getting the pattern of the question paper also, and the type of questions which are coming, which are most important from each chapter. Even the weightage of each heading is also clearing to us with the help of solving the past paper. So this is something very, very important and unignorable also, definitely. So well, we finished all the three sections of this 2023 question paper. So if you understood, don't forget to like, subscribe and to share it with your friends and families. Okay, thank you so much.